You didn't believe Jesus, you didn't believe Tesla, you didn't believe Buddha, and many won't believe this now, but I'm here to share it anyway. For the past 17 years, I've been receiving these messages from Wilhelm, guidance for our evolution, for your awakening, and for the world's transformation. These messages were given on June 1st, year after year. They form a map for this critical moment in the history of humankind. Listen with your heart. June 1st, 2025. The gateway is open. You have been on an evolutionary journey to support your evolution and the planetary ascension. Nothing in your life or the world is happening by accident, and we have been guiding you. You have a divine plan, and it has unfolded on this day. You came to the physical plane to offer something of value that has been within you awaiting activation. Our messenger has done his job, and today is when he must step forward, as we have desired for you all. You only lacked self-belief, and more of you will have it today. We will begin in 2008. Our messenger has achieved this goal. June 1st, 2008. The Holy Trinity of your humanly experience, mind, body, and spirit, is always intact. You may think of it as holy simply because when all three are in alignment, you will experience your highest self, or what you might experience as utopia. The mind is what you use to exercise your free will, to think the thoughts you desire and to create what you desire. Your body is the vessel you chose that would give you the ultimate experiences you desired. The spirit is where you go to connect with that source which is ever present and allows you to see beyond physical illusion. The delightful journey you set up for yourself is to find that alignment, and you will always notice when it is lacking. Simply make it a game of putting those puzzle pieces together again. This is true remembrance. June 1st, 2009. There is no fear that you hold that is justified, and you spend your entire physical life coming to understand and know this. All the events, circumstances, and people you allow or attract into your experience hold the purpose of aiding you on this quest. Your job, so to speak, then becomes holding this truth as you're having all of your experiences. This will also help you to change your perception of what is occurring in your now. All of it has this greater purpose, which is leading you to more awareness. That awareness not only serves you, but all others and all that is. This leads to your very own expansion, which is what you desired. One of the greatest fears you hold is that of your own judgment. When you understand this on a deeper level, you will more easily embrace those experiences, for you know that you are in that very process of moving beyond fear. There's great joy in this. June 1st, 2010. Your plans will always change. When you are able to not let that statement disturb you, you also find the joy, adventure, expansion, and greater awareness you desired on this physical life journey. A plan is your intended direction to attain a goal or destination, and you can only possibly create that plan from your current moment of now awareness, which is and always will be limited. When you begin to accept that more easily, you also will help eliminate the self-imposed stress you create when those plans change or do not turn out as you expected. No matter what the outcome, it will always be for your greater good, advancement, and evolvement. All you ever need do is to allow that to be the case with complete faith in the integrity of your life experience. June 1st, 2011. Many of your difficulties during your physical life experience have stemmed from your inability to place yourself first in whatever you decide to do. This has been a difficult concept because you learned that to do so would cause you to become selfish, which in turn would be considered by others to be bad. Precisely the opposite is true. You came onto the physical plane with the intention of making grand contributions, not only to your very own expansion, but that of all that is. The only manner in which you will accomplish this is to feel loved, appreciated, nurtured, and acknowledged. This can only be granted to you by you. Not operating in this manner will, in turn, cause you to experience unexplained anger, resentment, and rage. June 1st, 2012. You are not responsible for the choice another person may make, only your own. Even when you may think you have had an influence on a choice another has made, they still hold sole responsibility for guiding their life experience as you do. The moment you begin to take on the responsibility for the choice of another, you take away not only their free will of choice, but also your own. All that you observe in your physical life experience is a reflection of beliefs, ideas, and thoughts that you hold, which are all meant to provide you with valuable feedback to make your own choices about how you decide to live your life. June 1st, 2013, you would do well to attempt to gain an understanding of the different meanings of the word perfect, how you have used it in your life, and how it is used in your physical existence. You were indeed born perfect, therefore your physical aspects are all perfect, because every part of you is used on your physical life journey to help you expand. This means that every part of you, your appearance, your family, and the circumstances into which you were born, all provided that framework. As you move through your life, you begin to make up your own ideas of what you think you should do in order to be perfect. This is where you run into difficulties, so to speak. You only ever experience self-judgment because you attempt to live up to those made-up ideas. Now you can begin to change this. June 1st, 2014. Everyone is waiting for you to finally accept and own who you are in every single aspect. Everyone is waiting for you to stop judging yourself and discounting your own life experiences and the validity they hold. Everyone is waiting for you to stop being angry, resentful, and embarrassed about who you are and what you've done and begin to find the value in all that. Everyone is waiting for you to stop seeking approval for who you are. Everyone is waiting for you to hear your own voice and become willing to own and share it. Everyone is waiting for you to stop seeing imaginary obstacles in your way of becoming the person you desire to be. The person in front of the crowd most impatiently waiting is you. June 1st, 2015. Do it differently today. It is very easy for you to find yourself stuck in a particular routine, as it were, and when that occurs, you begin to cut yourself off from new adventures, experiences, and therefore expansion. Following your usual routine places you in a trance, and you do not notice part of your life experience is actually shutting down a bit. Simple changes in what you decide to do during your day can awaken a new spirit within you and on a certain level cause you to experience more of your aliveness. This is not new information for you, but you have attempted not to notice it. And that again is caused by the trance imposed by your routine. You can indeed shake things up. June 1st, 2016. I have a new challenge in front of me, and I'm excited about it because I know that once I move through it, I will become much more of the person I desire to be. A challenge is anything that shows up in your life that you also know will require some effort on your part to achieve, but that you also know is something you desire to achieve. This is merely meant to make you aware of what you are up to and not to suggest that it will necessarily be easy. Most things in your life for which you are proud to have accomplished did not feel easy, but also because of that you notice and appreciate them more. All of this is to say that your mental attitude before you approach doing anything worthwhile in your life is important to establish first. You ordered this is another way of saying that you create your own personal reality, but it is a way that will be useful for you. At times, it is easier to use an example removed from your personal life so you can objectively observe the meaning intended. You decide that you want to be a doctor. You know the amount of education, time and dedication that is required to accomplish this. Now, your reason for doing so may be that you desire to help others, or it could be because you know it is a lucrative profession, and you desire a lot of money. It could also be many more reasons. The point is you do so because you know what the payoff will be, and you also know that because of your dedication, time and diligence invested, you will become much more valuable. That is why you ordered this. Your ignorance served a valuable purpose. It is vital that you understand the word ignorance was used instead of stupidity. You and others have a tendency to label yourselves as somehow stupid for the mistakes you think you have made in your life. However, those very mistakes are the things that caused you to expand as you desired. You have regret when you don't understand the process. The holding of regret holds back your expansion because you still think something went wrong. Instead, acknowledge the ignorance you held about the power you have and decide to use it in your now. Then you know and realize the purpose that ignorance held for you. You begin to see your distractions faster. You had difficulty allowing this message to come through because you know it will cause you to acknowledge some of your behavior, decide to change it, take action, and move into the new unknown of you. We will explain. A distraction is anything that has occurred in your life which manifested before this present moment. That concept is so challenging for you to accept, but this will help. Anything that has happened cannot affect your present moment or future unless you make that choice by choosing to focus on the distraction. You focus on the distraction because you believe it will allow you not to see the next step in front of you that you want to take, but might question. Now, this behavior will not escape your awareness, and you will give it up. The world will evolve and you will help. We have a lot of information, but it is best to deliver it in smaller portions. When you examine your physical world today, you observe chaos in many different forms. Chaos itself represents a resistance to change. Once change is accepted, the chaos is mitigated. Since you fear change because it will take you to the unknown, you resist change. Your resistance causes continual conflict, but eventually you do let go and discover this new place is far improved and desired by you. Here is the part we want each of you to understand. You perform this feat in your lives individually, and because you are all connected, you help the world do the same. When you complain about your individual progress being too slow or the changes in your world and society being too slow, it is due to the same thing you have done in your life, which is fear change. The more of you who let go of your resistance, the faster you will witness the evolution of the world. The good news is, in the process, you will have evolved. The problem and the solution exist within you. We would like each of you to examine that sentence and do your best to embody the meaning. You will experience some difficulty as you attempt to do so, which is precisely the intent of that exercise. You are each born with the ability and talent to do anything you desire in your lives, but along the way you encounter doubt and disbelief and require guidance to aid you on your way. Some of you, like Roger, have not even recognized that you hold that guidance within you. You doubted that also. We will not make this long today, for we have so much more as you move through this restructuring, but we wanted to make this point today. That point is the title of this message. This morning we led Roger to several videos where the speakers each said words that strongly resonated with him, and then he remembered why. We had given them to him, but it was easier for him to accept them when they came from another. You each have done that, but it is also purposeful. You have been given the path for your life, and one that would cause it to become joyful for you, but you may not have believed that, as Roger did not. We gave him his path some time ago, and many times at that, but now, due to the restructuring, it becomes vital for him and you to put it into your world. We will leave one message, and if you and Roger heed its message, you and the world will be fine. July 24th, 2014, you could do nothing better than decide to play the good game continually. The game is that idea from the novel and film Pollyanna, referred to as the glad game. And it proposes that within every situation, occurrence, or event, there is something to be found that you would consider good. Some of your greatest wisdom is delivered to you and your society through things you would consider entertainment. Because you have classified it as mere entertainment, it is easy to miss the prolific information coming through them. The other difficulty is you begin to accept connotations of being Pollyanna as somehow being weak or too optimistic, as well as gullible. You get to decide how to live your life, and one of your intentions is to experience as much happiness as possible, just like Pollyanna. You wanted to define perfect now. One of the reasons you desired to experience a restructuring is so you could understand how you have used your definition of the word perfect against yourself and the world. We recognize you might still find it challenging to believe there is a divine plan for your life and world, yet there is, and we were ahead of you. We gave you a program, and then we provided support. Please consider how you might have thought of yourself and others as you contemplate the message we gave you in 2013. Then examine your life and world and attempt to pinpoint the usage that has led to your internal conflict and the exterior one in your world. Roger still finds this surprising, as you will find what you discover about yourself that you doubted existed. You'll also know why we gave you a tool to use. We wanted to encourage healing and unity within both you and the world. Gradually, you accept your perfection. You do so in your consciousness, and typically a bit at a time. We are using your linear time, which you rely upon as you move through your physical life experience. We are not limited in that sense, as we want you to understand that everything can only occur in your moment of now. We're also leading you to our live conversation this Sunday, but we have been guiding you on this path for decades, as have your guides. We simply had our messenger write that advice. When we began providing information for this global restructuring in 2012, we said you each choose who you will become based on how you think of yourself and your world. Then we provided another message 10 years ago, as we knew many would question the current conditions of your lives and world. The way they both turn out depends on how you choose to view yourself and your world. And when you accept the perfection of yourself and all of your life experiences, you will aid your planet's ascension and your own. You could be ready today. We're referring to a message we provided last year on this date, which coincides with your planetary ascension and evolutionary journey. Wilhelm. This is the moment to stop waiting. This is the time to step forward. You are not here by accident. You are part of a greater plan. And the gateway is open. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to learn more at rogerburnley.com.